Hello guys, welcome to my page. I'm America. One name May. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you. Please help me share the video. This afternoon, I saw some bloggers singing and shouting congratulations to May Edochie. I asked why are they shouting congratulations? They said that May Edochie just won the full custody of their children. I was like, how? Why and when? Of course, we know that a lot has been going on in their family, but when did they start the divorce? That they have already finalized it and May Edochie won the full custody. When did this happen? I begin to do my research to know why bloggers are saying things like this. Only for me to stumble on this video where a lady was saying that May Edochie now has 100% chance of winning full custody of their children. Not that she has won it. Nothing like that has happened. And I don't even know why people think that May Edochie will file for divorce. Of course, we know that they have hurt this woman so deeply, but I don't see May Edochie filing for divorce. I don't think she want to leave her marriage. I don't think she want to do that. But if I told her she changed her mind and want to leave, do you think, May Edochie is going to fight for full custody? And if she even tries to do that, do you think court will grant her that request? No doubt. We know that Yul Edochie has messed up and has hurt May Edochie so deeply. But we've also seen him playing and doing stuff together with his family. Okay, do you think that he's not a good father to their children? Tell me, what do you think? What do you support? Are you supporting May to file for the full custody or even to file for divorce after all this? For me, I want them to settle this peacefully and move on with life so that both of them can train their children. But let's hear from this woman, okay?
With the way things are going, it seems as though May Edochie has finally won the battle of the children or the divorce process with Yul Edochie. We all know Yul has been avoiding the divorce because he knows the gravity of things. He is going to lose out even his children. At the initial stage, Yul thought that May Edochie, his wife, would not apply for divorce because she could not or she would not watch herself lose her kids to Yul Edochie. Now, the question of today is who is going to take custody of the children after divorce happens?
Did you hear what she said? Who is going to take the full custody of the children after divorce happens? I don't know why some people think that they're going to divorce. I don't know why you guys are thinking that like that. Why? What happened has happened. Okay, we've not heard from May. Why would you conclude that they're going to divorce? That's too bad. That is too bad. And now you've already questioning who is going to take the full custody and who is not going to take full custody, and if they're going to share the custody of the kids. What honey, calm down. You want to take or drink Panadol for somebody's headache? Ha! Now, wow.
My people, oh, this is another issue we need to critically look into because we know that after the death of Kambili, when May Edochie would have recovered and the funeral had been done immediately, May Edochie would surely go in for divorce.
Who told
Now, this
you?
is good news coming from May Edochie's lawyer, and this is going to be a very sweet one for her because this has been one of the limiting factors. May Edochie has not forged in for a divorce.
Okay, now she's saying that it's coming from May Edochie's lawyer. Okay, now I got it.
Ever since the outbreak of Yul Edochie and Judy Austin's affair. But this one is really, really good. So I'm going to give you all the full gist and detail. But before then, on ahead to the main gist we have at hand on the particular case of who is going to be in custody of the children after the divorce between May Edochie and Yul Edochie.
Now, wow.
Now, the main reason why May Edochie have not filed in for a divorce is because of she has been limited, or she has been thinking of some certain things. Now, who gets custody of the children? Before the death of Kambili, Yo had more parental rights to claim May's children. Now that Yo has a cloud over him, that might be responsible for for Kambili's death at the compound. Serial killers on the loose, not working, losing endorsement, and he also does not have a safe home to raise the children. Hmm. Now, this is another limiting factor. But before now, Yul Edochie
Now,
had more
wow.
parental um,
God help
rights to his
us.
children, because according to Nigerian Matrimonial Act, the man has more rights to the children after divorce than the woman. That is what has been giving Yul Edochie the leverage. That is why
That's
when
only in
Yotupupi
Africa.
May calls him for divorce, Yul Edochie would not accept. And he would also threaten May that she would not go in for a divorce because she knows that she is going to be the one to lose out on the matter of divorce with the children, because May Edochie would not want to lose her children to Yul Edochie, because she knows that it is really going to affect them. Now, during separation or divorce, the most heated argument between the couple is always who is going to take custody of the children or the child. And if the marriage has been blessed with children, after this comes the argument of who is going to share and splitting of the property, who is going to take what. Hey, the courts take custody of the children seriously and treat it with almost care and priority, because this is what determines the future of the children. One, and if the judge grants the physical custody of a child to a parent, it means that the parent has the right to leave the child, to have the child live with him or her for the amount of time determined by the judge.
Till 18
Now,
years.
in Nigeria, most cases of divorce, the children normally goes to the father. Yes,
That's Nigeria
according to
factor.
customary law, according to customary law in Nigeria, divorce favors the man
In
in favor
Nigeria.
of his
In
children
Africa.
over the custody case. Now, this has been one issue with May Edochie, and that's the reason why she has been shaky about the whole issue. Now, the law of most countries clearly states that the rule about custody in a children, but in Nigeria, the decision is guided by the Matrimonial Cause Act, and the primary consideration is the interest and welfare of the
The
children.
children, yeah.
Now, there are so many factors the court has to consider, or the judge will consider, in order for him to give the ownership of the child or children. And in most cases of custody, or we observe that the custody was awarded to many men, to most men in all cases, even when the divorce petition was on the grounds of lack of proper care by the man for the children. Now, this is what May Edochie has been really avoiding all this while, because one, she knows that John Edochie has a leverage to own or have custody of the children even after the divorce. That is why she has not been taking the whole divorce matter so seriously. So instead, she decided to make it on a low,
So now
and
she's
also
taking it
wait until
serious.
Yul Edochie would agree to her own terms. Because one of the conditions May Edochie gave to Yul Edochie was that she was going to take custody of the child and would allow him visit once in a while anytime he feels
How true is this?
comfortable with it. But Yul Edochie
Hey.
has now disannulled to this fact because he knows the benefit
Guys, don't forget to share the video and drop me your comment, okay? We are still on to our Me Americans page. Let's continue.
going to get if the children are with him. That means him not losing 75% of his property to May Edochie. But now it seems as though tables have now turned, because the whole, or there are some grounds in which the court look at, or factors the court considers before they grant the ownership of a child to a parent. Now, in giving a child, or the custody of out of giving a child, there are two types. It is either a joint custody
Oh,
or a
okay.
sole custody.
Yeah.
A joint custody, in the sense that children or the joint custody may be joint legal custody. That is, both parents have joint legal custody of the child. Legal custody of a child simply means having the legal right to make decision about a child's well-being and bring upbringing. Joint custody may also be joint physical custody. That is, the child spend some amount of time with each parent at different schedules and times. Finally, the joint custody may be also joint of physical custody. It should, however, be noted that a parent may have legal custody of a child and not have physical custody of a child, and also vice versa. In this joint custody, it means that May Edochie's children will the court will grant a specific amount of time or the period of time the children are going to stay with both parents, but at different schedules.
Mm.
Now that is what it means by joint custody. Whereas the sole custody, it means that just a parent have the custody of a child. That is just the parent. In this case, it is either going to be Yon Edochie having full custody of the child,
Yeah,
or
wow.
May Edochie having full custody of the children.
What do you have?
Now, there are some critical factors the judge looks into or puts into consideration before he grants the custody of a child, because the children's interests are of their, or are the children's well-being are of the best interest of the court. Now, one, the court consider if there is any confirmed evidence of domestic violence, domestic abuse, or neglect or negligence by either parents of the child, and this will definitely not going to grant custody of a child to a parent who is negligent, violent, and abusive. Now that is one fault from Yon Edochie, because from reports you are now gathering that Yon Edochie was in one way or the other abusive and violent to May Edochie.
Ah,
Now, the court is also going to weigh each parent's ability
are
to
you
provide for
sure?
the child's physical needs, emotional well-being, and medical care. The court will not grant physical custody to a parent who is incapable of financial and physical catering of the needs of the child. Now, this is Yul Edochie's second default. We all know Yul Edochie has lost most of his money, and also Yul Edochie is not doing so well for himself,
How?
because the court have confiscated most of his properties, and also Yul Edochie has lost so many money through endorsement deals, through ambassadorial signings, through even movie he acts. Yul Edochie hardly acts movie, and the ones he acts now, Yul Edochie is just made caricature or fond of, instead of him making more money from
Hey,
it. Now that is another second default Yul
what
Edochie
do you
has. And
have?
also, the third factor the court looks into is that the court will also check the psychological effect the custody will have on the children. The court will ask themselves if the child is okay where he or she is currently, or if the child doesn't mind a change in physical environment or custody. And now this is Yon Edochie has been planning this thing all along. That is why Yon Edochie was trying to build a bond with the children. But even if the children would choose Yon Edochie over the mother, now there are also evidence the May Edochie's lawyer is going to present to the court, which is the fact that Kambili's death was related to the relationship Yon Edochie had with Judy Austin, and that is
Hey,
going to make Yon Edochie lose out on having custody of the children. Now,
hey,
the court is also going to check on the wishes of the child or the children, because the court will ask the child whether he or she would like to stay or would not like to stay with the parents that the court have decided to give them into.
hmm,
Now, Beautiful Queen is also in full, or would also have her own in this particular issue, because she spends more time with the children, and also Zane, it's mommy's boy like the claim, and would want to stay with the father. Now, the court is going to also consider the living condition and accommodation of each parent's home. Now, May Edochie has the whole Lagos mansion to herself, because with the way matters are going, everything is going to be on flick for her. So, guys, these are all the gist, and many more are the list of conditions the court are going to request in granting out the custody of the child. So what do you think? Come.
Biko no, this is too much. I don't even guys, what do you think? Do you think that May is gonna win the full custody of their children? Do you believe that? Do you think court is gonna take those kids from Edochie and give them to May Edochie? Are you even in support of that? For Edochie to lose the custody of his children? Forget whatever has happened. He has made his mistake. We all know. But do you support that May should take those kids from him? Leave your comment below, guys. I love you all, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Enjoy your day. Bye.
America, America, international. I'm a classic lady. Internet woman leader, we know they taking nonsense. America.